In this video, we are going to install shardcn. So here is the URL for shardcn, and then we are going to install it on Next.js. So we are going to click Next.js, and then here, as you can see, there are many ways of installing Next.js. For us, we are just going to copy this npx. Let's copy this, and then we want to minimize this. Then we want to go to our terminal. So for now, what I'm going to do, I'm not going to use multiple terminal. I'm going to cancel or terminate this server. And then let me just wait for it to terminate. And then I'm going to type the command clear. Let me terminate it again by pressing Ctrl C on Windows, as you can see. And then let me just type clear to clear everything. And then I am going to right click. Okay, the terminal will paste the code that I've copied here. Okay, as you can see, npx shardcn at latest dash init. Let's initialize shardcn. Okay, as we proceed, I might use two terminals and let this one run and copy and paste command on a different one. But for the start or setting up things, I'm going to cancel the server exactly as I did. So now shardcn is back. It's asking us some types. Okay, let's just take neutral. I think those are color themes or something. Okay, so now it's busy installing the dependencies. I hope this is not going to take some time. Let me just pause the video to save your time. I'm going to come back when this is finished. All right, I'm back. This is done, as you can see. So what I want to do now, I want to test if we have successfully installed Next.js. So what we are going to do, we are going to maximize this, and then we are going to go to a section components here, and we are going to add a simple component. Let's just add a button. Okay, let's just look for button here, and let's look for a command to add the button. Okay, as you can see, here is the command to add the button. Let's copy it. My apologies about that. Let me just do this instead. Okay, and then we are going to, on Windows, I'm just going to right click. Okay, as you can see, now here is the command to add the button. So now let's just check what will happen so that we can understand how shardcn work. Let me just give you a brief about shardcn. What I like about shardcn is that it copies the component to your project and you can modify it as you wish. So it's like shardcn is giving you some templates for you to work on. So let's observe that. So these are the folders that we have. Do we have a folder components here? No. So let's see when we are adding a button, what folders will be created and what will be the content. Okay, let's just wait for some time. Okay, here is the folder called component. So if you might want any shardcn code, it's here on component. Inside component, there is UI here. Okay, inside component, there is UI. Then you will have a button. So here is a button by shardcn component. If you want, you can edit, modify, or delete it. But in our case, we just want to test it. We don't want to delete it. So let's go back to here. Let's run the server. Let's start the server. npm run dev. Okay, this means that we are running the development. Okay, some sort of a place where we are developing. Okay, we are not on production. Then if it's running, let's just go to the home page. Okay, do we still have the home page? Let's just take the sign up for now to make things easier for us. So we can just go to sign up here inside auth, and then inside sign up, and then I can minimize this, and we are going to add a button here. Okay, and then let's add the button. I'm going to open this bracket. I'm going to type button, and then what you must do now, whenever you want to add something, you must always check where is it coming from. Okay, so that you can be sure if it's coming from this folder, the component UI folder. Okay, so for now, I don't really see where is this coming from here. That's not much of a problem. Let me use a capital letter B. Okay, let's see button. As you can see, now we can see that this button is coming from add component UI button. This is exactly what we want. So there's an autocomplete here. Let me just use it because this is fine, as you can see. Okay, so let me save. So this is a shut CN button. Okay, let me just close by really giving you practically the concept of shut CN and how it works. This is what I'm gonna do in this project. As you can see, the shut CN button, when you hover over them, the color changes, but surprisingly the cursor doesn't change. Okay, so what I usually do, I always go to the actual button. This is the real reason why ShadCN exists, is for you to do this, to create your own component, to modify what ShadCN gives you to your own liking. So I'm going to do that. So I'm not going to explain much about this in trying to confuse you, but I'm going to add a code here, or a style, a utility style, which is cursor pointer, as you can see. So I'm going to add this, and then I'm going to save. Okay, so now all my buttons, okay, as you can see now, the cursor changes. Okay, so now all my buttons from ShadCN will have, whenever you hover over them, they will always do this. Let's just make a simple example. Let's go to sign in instead of sign up. Okay, let's import a button here. Let's say the button, exactly as we did last time, from ShadCN UI component. And then let's just type sign up. Just to make things different, let's just add a class name. Okay, BG red. Okay, and then let's click save, and then let's go to sign in. Okay, as you can see, this is a red button, but when we go to this button, okay, as you can see, the cursor changes from this pointer to more like a finger. Okay, so every time when I'm using this button, that code will always go with that button. Okay, I'm Matthew Msingati, the designer and developer from South Africa. Let's end it here for now. Thank you so much for watching, and also thank you so much for subscribing. See you on the next one.